Anyway, only going to paint for about an hour today. I'm going to try to finish up the lizardman. I did go back in and touch up the green. Found I had to touch up the tan a little bit more. But turtle shells, base, and then little tiny leather details. He's got a necklace too I should probably do something with. Okay, maybe I'm not going to finish him up tonight, but we'll try. Actually, I could use that too. Hooray for multitasking. Anyway, so I'm going to do the turtle shells in this metallic base. Non-metallic metal base. It's not really meant to do that, but it is just paint. So, slap it on wherever I feel like it. Yes, yes. And where are my turtle shell guys? There we go. 2 of them. Should do better show prep. Water. Done. Dried off. Paint. Okay. He's in here. I don't plan to just leave it this yellow color either. There will probably be, well, maybe a brown liner wash, but maybe just a dark brown wash, and then I forget if it's supposed to be liner first. Dry brush and washing. Which one you do first? I guess technically it does not matter. I'm wondering if I should even bother painting the backside. I don't think I'm going to try that because it's just going to look bad if I do. But we will paint the edge, make sure that's done. But what I was thinking a second ago is that, oh, I need to do his eyes and do that. Oh, look here, watch. Boop. Why? Two eyes. And I drop it and put paint all over myself. So, okay. Next turtle shell. We're just doing a speed paint here, so no big deal. That was too much paint, but it worked. Today is a Monday when I'm live streaming this, since it'll go up on YouTube later. It will probably not be a Monday if you're watching it on YouTube. And hopefully it has no resemblance to a Monday. Because I have had a very pleasant Monday. In the most Monday sense of the word Monday. Today the computers did not like me for some reason. I got all kinds of strange errors and mishaps and just what in the world is going on? So I had to fill out a form at work, and I go in and it says, oh, you have 5 days left to complete this form. And that was on Friday. So okay, I better go and get the form filled out. So I go to log into the system. It says, oh, we're sorry, you can't log into the system. Okay, why can't I log into the system? Maybe it's past my 5 days and I have to Guy, you've got green on your nose. Not green, brown on his nose. I'm just going to get the other's eyes while we're here. So, okay, maybe the form reset itself and I have to start over. And I'm completely off the screen here. And so I go to log in. It says, oh, your password doesn't work. Okay, well, reset my password. Oh, username not recognized. All right, that's weird. I'll set him over there because I got to touch up that nose, snoot, whatever we want to call it. And so, okay, fine. Let's see, where was I? Resetting the password. No, no username. Okay, maybe it was this other username. Nope, not that one either. Okay, fine. I'll just re-register. Oh, no, you've already registered. You can't register again. It's kind of that old change your password thing. Oh, you can't use your existing password. Well, okay, use this password. Oh, no, that one's already been used too. Oh, I'm going too fast. Where you're trying to change, you're trying to enter, you enter your password, it says you can't use it, or it's not the right password. Then you go to change your password, and it says, oh, you can't use that password because that's your current password. Yeah, one of those situations. What am I trying to do? I've painted yellows. I got a little snooty green to do. I hadn't mixed up that paint, but matter of fact, I'm not even gonna. I think I can just get it from the tip. Yeah, is that enough to cover you up? Yep, done. Haha. I didn't even put any paint out. Now my cap. There's a cap. So, okay, I can click on this little tracker software. I'm going to switch over to gray to paint the bases. Switch over to this tracker and it says, oh yeah, you've got mistakes on your form. You need to log in and fix your mistakes. By this time I've been screwing with things for probably 30 minutes. Well, it's meeting time, so I'll go to the meeting and worry about this later. Well, while I'm in the meeting, I get an email. It says, hey, your form has been completed. Thank you. Here are your next steps. It's like, I didn't do anything. So, computers are going to computer today. And they were very computery today. Yeah, I need to push him someplace where you guys can see. Or at least some semblance of seeing. So, alright, fine. Yeah, great, glad the form worked. And each time it goes through a step, I have 5 more days to fix things. So, alright, I'm good. I'll work on it this later in the afternoon or something. Later in the morning, I went ahead and set up the appointment that I had to do after I filled out the form and it got accepted. Blah, 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 blah. What was my next thing? Oh, well, actually, it's kind of related because I have to print the form or print a form that they sent me, same process, and print it out, sign it, and bring it in. Okay, no problem. It's easy to do. And there's a hair on the base. Let's try to get that off. He's right there. Maybe I can't even see it without my glasses. Yeah, I can see it now. Joy of living with furry people. Okay. Back to painting, back to story. I think I maybe put paint on my glasses. So I'm on my work laptop. And it does not connect to my home printer. Yeah, I can kind of understand that. I don't want to probably keep me from printing off company secrets to my home printer. Well, so you know that's fine. I don't care. So I mail myself the file at home, file to home, which I guess has the same effect of printing it to the home printer, but maybe it's screwed up. I don't care. Whatever. Get the job done. Get to my home email, open up the file, hit print. It says, oh, we're sorry, we were unable to print this document. Like, oh, well, that's kind of a bit of a showstopper for me then. I'm kind of sitting there wondering what to do, and out come the pages from the printer that it was unable to print. I keep hitting things. That was a bow guy. I'll keep doing them in sets so I keep track of where I am. Alright, that's fine. So I get my pages printed. I'm happy again. Put it away until tomorrow because I can't do anything with it today because my appointment's for the next day. No big deal. And continue on my job. Now I work with CAD files. Design engineer, whatever you want to call it. I severely dislike my CAD software company, so I will not mention them or the acronym that they go by. And I'm working on this drawing. Small assembly, nothing big. And it works fine. I send it into the library. Library publishes a PDF that becomes the official document. And it hides parts. Like, that's kind of weird. So I check. No, it's not hidden in any layers. And yet it happens every time I send it. Looks fine on the computer screen. No bueno on anything else. So that's very curious. But no matter, I have other computers. So I log into my other work computer that's at a remote building. Well, not that remote, but not the building I'm currently in because I'm at my house. And so I log into it, open up the files in a brand new place, brand new computer, different computer, not brand new. And the same thing happens. Looks fine on the screen. PDF comes out with garbage. Now I can print a PDF from the CAD software. And it does just fine. I have no idea why it's doing this. But, okay, what's going on here? Try a couple different things. And these are... I need to raise up my chair some. I don't think it goes up any further. A little bit. Realize where all my back pain's coming from. I'm pushing myself forward. Anyway, back to the computer story. I get super frustrated with it all because I have now spent probably 2.5 hours working it. Alright, give up. Send a desperate plea for help to our CAD lead. He's in a meeting, so he's a little busy, but he'll get to it. And about an hour later, he pops in, says, all right, let's take a look at it. And he opens it up on his machine, and it looks perfectly fine. And, you know, this is confusing to him, too, because it should be the same on the publishing side as his computer. But yet it's not. So he tries a couple things, and really weird stuff. Pops in a couple that it finally breaks the section view that was working on it, or that was in the view. And he says, oh, that's your problem. It's like, okay, well, we fixed the section view, republish, everything's good, except the PDF comes out without the parts. It was a problem, but it was not my problem. So, okay, fine, we fixed something. He's going through trying different things, and just absolutely nothing is working. I have a bit of a reputation on programs of finding the absolute weirdest errors. Like one time I'd written a program in VBasic. This was over a decade ago. I actually got the computer to divide by 0. I think it was one of those Intels that had the... Just heard 2 bubbles go bloop bloop, and it was the painting fountain that I've got here for the brush washing. Freaked me out a little bit. But yeah, you know, I was able to get a computer to divide by 0. Of course, not really. We set up some debugging tools, and for some reason it was grabbing a variable, but because that variable didn't exist, well, it was 0. That's what it registered as when you told it to print the value. But then when you actually pulled the value from memory, it was whatever random number was actually in that memory slot. I'm not a computer science guy, and I don't remember what it was called, but basically it was pulling in a random bit, interpreting it as a number, and trying to divide with it. Even though the variable that we told it just before that statement, hey, spit out what this value is, it would spit out 0. Weird things like that. I've had a different CAD software curse at me in French. The developer said, ooh, that's not supposed to be something you'd ever see. How did you get to that? And walked him through the steps, and I'm like, yeah, we can't recreate it. And I'm off the screen day. Anyway, my story's more interesting than the painting anyway. So I'm notorious for getting these weird errors. So he just said, well, okay, go ahead and try making your section view simpler. I was using these offset sections, so if you don't know what that is, if you cut apart with a plane, that's a planar cross section. Offset cross section, I need more gray, is basically a sketched line that it makes a surface from up and down, and it cuts the part that way. A little brass thing here. I have no idea what that's for. Dirty paint desk. So I spend another 2 hours trying to get this stupid drawing to do things right. Made it all simple again. Had to put in 2 views instead of just 1, but that's what you got to do. Got to do what you got to do sometimes. and put it in. Didn't work. Alright, let's think here. Pop it open in the CAD software, and it's backwards. Like the wrong side of the part is being cut by the plane. It's like, okay, that's maybe an issue. Change it, put it back in, republish it. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, yeah, I don't really know what's going on, so I'll just send the guy an email later, but I'll go ahead and fix something completely unrelated and get that in. Get that in, hit publish, everything works. I have no idea what the error was. I'm not able to recreate it. But all of a sudden, it decided, oh, you wanted it this way. Oh, why didn't you tell me that to begin with? Was the website Bleeping Machine? And, just frustrating that what was supposed to work the first time was completely unreliable. Or it could just be me. More than likely, it's just me. That's why there's a tip for you youngsters out there. As I drop the figure, probably wasn't in screen the entire time. Keep track of your solutions in a notepad. The Windows notepad, whatever, some notebook. It's very, very handy to go back and see what the issues were and search for things you've already fixed once. Because, guys, actually, yeah, I've used this one before. I put the cap, well, not put the cap on. Let me search it. Good. Okay. I'm using amber gold to be a different type of leather. So these little pouches down here are going to get that color. And it's amazing how many times I've searched for something for this stupid CAD software, and I have found the same problem popping up from a decade ago. And just, come on, why can't we fix this? Of course, the correct answer is, well, upgrade your software. My company likes to run several iterations behind just so all the bugs are worked out. Yeah, except the bugs that we're dealing with. So it's kind of a pain in the behind. But I don't get to pick the tooling, so we deal with what we got. And I'm thinking when I get finished with these guys, I will need a nice brown wash all over everything. And I just painted his knuckles. I didn't put any green out. Oh well. That'll work. And paint's over here. So anyway, that was my... He doesn't have a... Same thing on the other side. Interesting. So... yeah. So that was my Monday tale of woe. I hope yours went well. made the mistake last night of having a nice mug of tea. I don't do a lot of caffeine, so it kept me up until 2 in the morning tossing in bed, which I had not planned on doing, and is not good. You gotta get up and go to work in the morning. Okay, that one went faster than the other one, but I think it's because I knew where everything was. Let's go with the Bowman. Do they have the... Yep, they do have little wrist protectors or whatever. And try not to drop it so you don't paint things you're not meant to paint. You got a bag there. Anyway, I think I'll have to do a dark brown wash on these guys later. Why are they carrying a bag? I wouldn't think a lizardman would need a bag, but I guess they have to keep the gold coins somewhere. And do you have a wristy thing? You do not. I painted his elbow. Paint his bag, which is not the other bag that's could be. Won't go there. Getting punchy, and my back's starting to hurt because I've got my elbows braced too hard. I think. Okay. Actually, I could paint his dagger handle with this leather too. Move the knob. Does he have a belt there? Looks like he does. Oh, have a thought. A little bit on the scabbard, but I can clean that up later. Okay, let me finish painting. Needs a little dab on top. Okay, then got the shield guys. Yeah, I was gonna paint their big pouches here white. It's not white. It's amber gold. There we go. Okay. And then he's got a bag up here that will be that same color. Ba-yum. Okay. Last guy. More paint. Little dab there. Yeah, I'm not going to do those yet. Oh yeah, did I paint that on the guy? Don't think I did. I see where I painted the other guy's tail a bit. Rants. I got his tail right there. That's probably too dried to do much with, so we'll just overcoat it. I didn't paint his arm too much. Right there. So just wipe that off. And get underneath here. Clean up the top just a bit. Okay, call that good. Okay. So now I do need to get an olive green back out. Do little touch-ups here and there, which I was not planning to do. Let's see. That guy's tail. And one of these guys had a blackish spot on his arm. Maybe it was this guy. Yep. Right there. Clean that up. Oh, hi, Nora. And let's see here. Oh, yeah. I'm kind of going to give them Christmassy. I didn't realize it was Christmassy. But a little bit of color on their little tunics between their legs. Magma red and emerald green. I'm going to do emerald green first because it may not look that good. And this spews everywhere. Is that metallic? I hope that's not a metallic. I'm going to test that right quick. Oh, I got top of the paint bottle to do that. How you been, Anar? Yeah, I think that works. Anyway, one guy's going to get green, the other guy gets red. anticipating being able to identify each one uniquely. Hey, you're the first one to actually chat on the painting version. I streamed a couple times, a couple puzzle games, things like that. And of course I brush on his legs. But that's okay, I have green. That green and that green. Alright, that's club guy done. Do a bower. Bower? The archer. And I painted the bag. So I have to put that back. Now you missed my rant on computers. I had a very Monday day of computers. And that was the tan that I messed up. Do I dare try? I'd use it. I thought I was going to be able to finish these tonight, but looking at all the little details I still have left to do is like, that's not going to work. Look down and find glitter on my hand, and I don't know how that got there. Guess I can get that scabbard since I'm going to paint it a different color anyway. And work it in there. Good enough. Yeah, this has been, I think, session 3 or 4 on them. Been doing a lot of, well, I think I've done 2 offline paintings, mostly just because it's stuff I have to hold close to my head. But yeah, I've speed painted these guys a couple times. I did once a long time ago for my YouTube channel, and then I was doing a little how to paint with that green. My kids and my mother and my wife. That was several years ago. So, pretty simple thing to paint. Emerald. Anyway, yeah, I've got other stuff all lined up. I've already done a bunch of little vermin. Trying to get rid of some of my bone stuff that's just been stacking up. Alright, you're a green. So you guys will be the reds. Okay. Trying to see how many I can get done in 2 months basically. Free up some shelf space, or drawer space actually. Brush, rag, lizardman, paint. Besides that, I need to paint more anyway. Get me out of my funk. Yeah, I'm just touching everywhere on this one. That one dried fast enough. Cat meowing in the background. Really got his leg there. I'm just gonna let that dry. Paint over it. Doop. Okay, got a little bit of action right there I can get. Let's go back to him. His red's good. Your back is still drying. Just touch up you a little bit. Okay. I need to do those scabbards. Oop. I just shoved the paintbrush into my wash fountain. Wash fountain. Probably should empty it anyway. Get full. Okay, so. Oh, I was going to do that first. Let's do that. I was going to do a little experiment since I'm lazy. Got this yellow here. Mix it with a little tan. Maybe a bit of gray. Trying to come up with a good belt color. Oh, that completely ruined it. Okay. Not that one. Let's just do that. Gray. Actually, now I'm curious. If I were to put some red in there. Yeah, it just turns it red and gray. Okay. Probably did too many different colors. Bit more dark. It's just making a different gray, a bit more yellow. Yeah, looks kind of like a dirty leather. That'll work for me. Because who was it? Well, I guess these guys have it. New coffee filter too. Oh, I got some. And grab that in. I'm gonna fake in a belt on this guy. Well, I think it's sculpted there. And I painted my sleeve. Yep. And grab the other bow guy. Archer. Get his belt in. Yeah, this one's much better. Much more definitive on where that belt is. Except on the back side. Okay. Actually, see if that even comes out to a decent color. No, don't like it. Do something different on that. Thinking dark red for some reason. Alright, so there's two archers. This guy sort of has a belt, or at least he should have. That was too much. That's probably good. Do a Watch for something on him later. Club. Nope, he doesn't have. Yep. Okay. Let's see here. Last guys are the spear guys, and I think they were the ones that really needed it. I'm running out of a little mixed paint I've got here. Okay. And spear. And I painted his elbow. Which means I probably got the other guy's elbow too. No? Okay. Alrighty. Scabbard. Well, let's just do that. First off, go back to my staff color. I guess it's not a staff, a spear. Is it this one? Yeah, it was this one I saw a little bit of spot right there. Just turning it not white. I don't think that was the right brown. Yeah, the wrong brown. Oh well. What was I gonna do? Scabbard. Alright. Okay, Spearman number 2. Alright, see you, Nara. Ah, that's Scabbard right there. Had to think about what I was trying to do. It's satisfying to have that actually painted finally. You've got a spot on your leg that I need to fix. You do have a scabbard as well. And your emerald is not clean dried yet. But I think you're good to go actually. Yep. Are you done? Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, I need to paint your leather bit too. Yeah. Very dirty brush. Thought that chat was supposed to go away after a bit. Yeah, I'll fix it in a bit. Next stream, whatever. And you needed to have just the regular tan applied. And then scabbard color underneath. Okay. And I'll let you underneath as well, a little bit. But then you needed touch up on your knee. Although I see the bag needs pushed back a bit. And what the knee was the leg. Okay, good for him. Now, guess I hadn't planned on getting this far. Well, that's not true. I plan to get further, but actually, before I go much further, I want to get that yellow just a little bit more covered. Should have done this earlier so I could do it a wash. Deauville. Okay, so now I want to say yellowed bone, but I don't know where to find it. I don't want to jump onto the computers and search. Oh, and guess what? I found it. Not yellowed bone, but polished bone. That works. Yeah. And of course you're plugged. Okay. Don't bounce. Yep, polished bone. Woohoo! Because each one of these guys has a little bone knife, it looks like. I think that would look good. We'll need to push it back some, but the other thought I had was mix that color. Well, I was going to use it just straight, but I think that's too stark. But mix a little bit of that on the arrows. At least is it flocking? I think it's flocking. Fletching. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Fletching. I can stay black. Oh, I need more of the bone right there. Okay. Okay, we'll try this. A little bit of bone, a little bit of my leather. No, I don't like that. A little bit of the bone, a little bit of the gray. Yeah, that works. Get there. Ooh, really? Get their little neck ridges here. I guess it's not neck, but crest. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use the bone again on nails. And claw. Okay. Oh, and then he's got another hand, doesn't he? Okay. Other than a wash, that's one lizard man completed. Take the other bow guy, and I need to mix up more of my bone with gray. Guess I could give each one a different crest color. It really would be noticeable. And I probably just painted the top of his head. Of course I did. Okay. And what did I do? I did yellow with some of the bone to do that fletching. There we go. Ouch. Damn, seizable. Seizable? Yeah. Visible. Okay. Straight into the bone. For the bone. suppose I could have painted the shaft of the arrows in bones. I bet you that's what they well, not really. Probably bone is a horrible thing to use for an arrow shaft. Ignore I said anything. Give him his pedicure. Manicure. Now we go to the pedicure. Pedicure. Yeah. And all of a sudden my messages start coming through again. Beep, 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 beep. Back into the green, because no, not green. Gray. To paint that green back to his toenail. And don't think that should be gray or green. Okay. He's done. Except for the wash. Okay. Wow. Gee, whiz, Darren. Just, talk about no brush control there. Okay. Right there. Gee, I just slapped paint all over this guy. Needs a little bit there. I can see a bit of gray. It's touched up there. There we go. And we're not focusing again, of course not. Bone knife. Needs bone. And right there. Okay. And then I'm going to go into my bony gray. And oh, he's got more ridges. Let's see here. He's got smaller ones. They are not very prominent. Maybe he's younger. Put the young guys on clubs. They don't get archers or bows. Oh, and his teeth. We'll just do straight bone on those. Not his teeth, his necklace. I'm just going to leave that black, let it be a cord. Okay. And since I have paint on the brush, get this guy's necklace too. Maybe paint the cord a bit. That's good enough. I'm in the bone, so his knife handle gets it. black ridges. Grab some more gray. We're now running out of the gray. Don't want to put more in. Let's just touch the tips of those two, just for grins. I'll go back and do this guy's too. And last set, he does have ridges. Do I have enough gray? Because I don't want it to be straight bone. Okay. Goody. Got those 3 ridges. And let's just shine the top of that and that. And he sticks. Okay. It says, he has a knife too, but switch to this guy since I don't want to mix up more paint. And swipe this dagger on the point. Some of those. Probably both sides. Drink, 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 drink. Okay, now do the last of it. I just go in straight into the bone to get that bone dagger, or whatever we want to call it. Okay. Back into the bone, get a little bit more juicy on me. Paint that. Oop, did not mean to touch the camera. And in there. Nope. Oh, I didn't get the toes. Toes. That's straight bone, but toe, 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 toe. Fingers. Touch, touch, touch. Those are underneath, so I'm just going to brush them gently. And his thumbnail. If you only have 4 fingers, does it still count as a thumb? Toe, toe, toe. Toe, toe, toe. Finger, finger, finger. Swipe across. And thumb. Club guys, did I get your feet? I did not. Oop, that was a big blob, but it's okay. And finger, finger, finger. Try to get the fingers inside the shield. Good enough. Okay. Last set of toes. And fingers. All right. So, I am going to declare those guys finished, at least for a Twitch stream. I am going to let them dry very well. I see a little bit of arm right here I'd like to get. Probably can't see it on the screen, but how about you? Get the same problem? A little bit. Working a little bit of paint down on that arm. Can't see it on screen. But anyway, I am done for today. I am done with the lizard guys. They'll get a wash and then clear coat. I also finished up all these guys. Scorpions, giant centipedes, bugs. I forgot to spray them today, but they're done. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And I end the stream. Ooh.